Before we start with the video, it's time for shout out of the video, and this time the shout out goes to these two channels right here. Make sure to check them out if you haven't and subscribe to them. And for a channel for shout out, make sure to comment hashtag #PotatoLeo down in the comment below. And now let's start with the video. Hello again, seedlings. Yes, I'm back with another video, and this time is a tutorial on how to draw chibi in my style. So as you see here, I use a sketch brush as my go-to brush for sketching and all. So first I will draw the head base. Well, usually I don't really draw the head base, I just immediately go and just draw it out. But yeah, and then I draw like an ovally shape for the body, just to know where everything goes and the flow and all. And I can't decide on like the hand for now, so like I just leave the hand be, and yeah, just proceed with the other body for now instead of continuing with the hand. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna proceed with the leg for now. As you can see, I'm just confused. And for the leg, usually I just draw like a tube-like shape, I guess. It's not really tube, but like, yeah, it's kind of like how I would usually draw my leg as well. Like there's a curve, slight curve on the calf, like on the lower leg, because that's like the calf, or like where the muscle is. And now the hand, in the end I decided to settle down with a peace sign, but I was so confused like what kind of hand I should draw, because I'm not prepared for this. I was like, yeah, why not just draw some chibi tutorial, you know? So yeah, so for now I just draw a peace sign in stickman hand, because stickman hand is the best. Who doesn't like stickman? Like, you just need to draw a stick and line. But yes, so continuing on this one, I just create a new layer, lower down the opacity of the sketch layer, and then continue on a new layer to directly, well, draw it out, like draw the details and all out. I don't usually do like a finer second sketch for chibi, because it's a rather simple one. Chibi isn't that hard to draw for me, that is, because like my chibi style is really simple and all. And yeah, so basically I'm just drawing the expression and stuff, and yeah. So the guy I'm drawing here is Lynx, my OC. It's because he's such a cute baby. I just drew him as a chibi. Like, I don't know, 99% of the time, like I have a chibi drawing of him already. I don't know why, but he's really cute. So like, you know, when an OC is just too cute, you're just gonna draw lots of chibi of them. And yeah, so the way of me drawing hair is actually like how I usually draw in my normal style, because I'm just following like the flow of the hair. Our hair usually comes from the middle, or like divided from like a certain point, so it's not just a weird jumble of hair clustered together. There's actually like a center point where it came from. So as you can see, like the hair, like most of the hair direction here is like coming towards the center, because like that's where his hair point is from, like where the hair flow is coming from. So yes, it's not just a weird line jumble of anywhere you want to draw the hair. Yeah, hair doesn't really works like that. So here I'm just drawing the shirt. So the thing is, with me drawing with body, like the shirt and all, I don't really follow my bottom sketch, like my initial sketch, because in the end I'll just like alters how it looks, and like if it looks good, then it looks good. That's what my motto is, to be honest, with Chibi. If it looks good, if it looks fine, then yeah, I'm gonna roll with that. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna fix it till it actually looks fine. So that's how I usually do chibi. And usually when I want to do a hand pose, I use my own hand as a reference. As you can see in the video, like I tried using my own hand to like doing the peace pose, where the thumb is supposed to be and where the pinky is supposed to end at, and all. Yeah, so it's really good if you guys have reference. Always use reference, because most beginners in digital, or any traditional artist, or any artist just beginning just want to start in art, they rarely use reference to draw, and like they do not know how it actually looks like. So in the end, it kind of looks really unrealistic. Like I think most people says that they want to draw in anime style. It doesn't have to be realistic, but for us, we are the viewers. We are the one who's looking at the picture, and we're not like, we can't think how you think. Everyone has different understanding and all. So it's better if you guys have a reference, and it's actually a must. I always do that. I always do have a reference. Either you can take picture from like Pinterest, Behance, Google even. That's why Mr. Google exists. You can ask the Monsieur Google itself. It's just there for you guys to use, and it's free. Like why is it hard? Okay, or you guys can use your own picture. Like if you guys have a big mirror or something, just take a selfie, or maybe like pose in front of the mirror and take picture of yourself. That's a good reference, because you can actually be a mannequin of your own pose. So like yeah, you can just pose however you want, and if it looks wrong, then you can adjust it easily, because it's your own body. And yeah, so that's just one advice I can give. Use lots of reference and stuff. And like I said, on my chibi, I don't usually use like a sketch, like a rough sketch before drawing chibi, because I really like how I usually draw chibi freely, like without any base or anything. It's really free and all. So maybe you guys can try that, I don't know, but that's just how I prefer to do it. And I'm doing a sketch for this one just to show you guys how my sketch actually looks like. And you see it's really rough, and in the end I don't really follow it and just go with my own guts and feeling. And yeah. So for the pants, well, I just usually just draw it like how I would with normal pants. But pants, they do have folds, and you guys probably need to pay attention to the folds. And on folds, the only things I can say with folds is that do not put too much wrinkle. I tend to see people put so much wrinkle in one shirt. Like, yes, our clothes, our pants, our everything, just they do wrinkles, but not as much as like it looks so wrinkly, like it looks so untidy. Like we want the wrinkle to look just okay, to not make it as if it's just such a untidy look. That's the thing, if that makes sense. But yes, and the shoes, I'm not a really great drawer on shoes, so mostly when I draw shoes, I just really draw some super basic shoes and all, unless I have a reference on my side. which is why I say reference is important. But like I said, this video is such an unexpected video. I just came out with this idea out of nowhere. So yeah, this is a very basic shoes. If I want to draw more detailed shoes, I will find a reference in Pinterest or something, and then yes, use it as reference to draw the shoes out. And if you can see, I always flip my canvas like around, because I really want to see if the proportion is right. Do you guys ever actually try for digital art, flipping your canvas and everything looks so wonky? It looks nothing like the original one that you thought. Yes, that's the one thing about flipping the canvas, is so that you guys can check for your flaws, for your mistake, for everything that looks wrong. If it still looks wrong, then there's something wrong with your anatomy and you can fix it, and that's why you flip it, so it looks good. Not good, but like, yeah, the anatomy can kind of be fixed or somehow like that. So I'm just coloring. Yes, coloring time. For my coloring, I rarely use a color palette. For my OC, that is, I rarely use it because I know their color. But when I'm coloring like my serious art, like if you saw my DTIYS entry, I sometimes use color palette. Or my redraw video, yes, I sometimes use color palette like on skin or maybe on the hair, and yeah, only that. Then the shading, I shade it by myself, cause like, yeah. So I'm just coloring here, filling in the color. I know you guys might be triggered. Some of you will be like, why don't you just go around the line art sketch? I don't know what do you want to call this, but for me it's sketch. Why don't you just go around the sketch line and just, well, color drop it or something? Well, the thing is, I love coloring so much, I find it so satisfying to just fill in the color manually. So like, I don't really like just filling it with color bucket, even though it makes my works very efficient, much faster. But I just really like the satisfying feeling of coloring, and I have the ASMR effect of the paper like screen, and like, why do you want to miss the chance out if you can just, well, yeah, if you have that, why do you just want to fill it in, like use it properly and make a satisfying sound or something like, yeah. Well, just gonna color and fill in the color like usual, and I'll catch you up back when I'm shading it. I just alpha lock the freaking base color, because I don't usually separate my layer, and that's a bad habit of me. To be honest, you guys, if it's like shell shading style. It's better if you guys have more layer, but I have such a bad habit of not separating each color and shading and all. But well, because I do more of like a painterly style than like a solid color block. And as you can see, like I'm just blending in the color, like some of the color, and just adding in some of like a hard shade, so there's a contrast between the soft shading and the hard shading as well. And yeah, I don't really have a style in coloring chibi. Usually I will just use my watercolor brush. I can't pronounce R, I'm so sorry, this is such an embarrassment. But like yeah, as I say, I don't usually you color like shell shade, which is like how people usually color in an anime style and all. But yeah, I usually just paint them, or just use my watercolor brush to color it in. Yes, I know that sounds weird now because I keep on stuttering on saying the letter R. I can't say R, I'm so sorry. But yeah, but since this is a simple coloring style, so yeah, this is how I color it. I usually blend a lot because I like how the soft shading looks and all, and I added some hard shading like without blending it in. And I tend to use like different color shade on one color. I do not stick like blue, then I'll just go down the gradient, just blue, darker blue, very dark blue, extremely dark blue, and black. No. I like to play around with my color, and yeah, just experimenting with color. This is why I love coloring, because like it just really express myself. I really like it, and it's really free. You just can do whatever with it. And yeah, so basically that's just how I color throughout this whole coloring and all. And yes, enjoy the rest, and I'll come back later to talk about the lighting and maybe the clothing as well. Okay. So yes, on the shirt, as you can see, I don't really actually use brown. I use this purple to shade in brown, like a soft brown. I use this purplish color to shade it. And here's the thing about me color picking. The reason why some of you may find it like my colors is really vibrant and colorful and all is because I like to change color around, and instead of sticking to like the base color tones, I like to change it to like a cooler tone shade or like a warmer tone shade, just depending on where the light source is from, to be honest. But like yeah, most of the time I just change my color tones. Like even if it's just brown, sometimes I can go as far as I'm going to yellow or going to blue or purple, just to add some more variant to it, like making it looks more interesting instead of just sticking to the one color saturation and hue. And yeah, and for dark colors, I'm not really a good one in dark colors. I'm still kind of trying to figure out how to color dark color well, but yeah, I guess that's good enough. And my eyes is just really basic, just a simple gradient like color. Like yes, I don't just stick to like one color. I move around the color wheel instead of sticking to like just the one color palette itself. So yeah, and I guess now I like to color the line art. And before I do that, like I usually use overlay layer. If you guys haven't tried it, you guys should try it. You're missing it out. You guys should actually play around with the color, with the layer effect and all, because it actually makes your color much more vibrant and all. And another one I use is add layer, and this is what makes my art shine. So if you guys are really wondering how do I make those glowy shine and all, is to be honest is from the add layer. Yes, I can you see it really just makes everything glows and shine. But the tricky part about this is like it's easy to over abuse it, and as you can see I'm just like erasing some of the colors effect from here because I don't want it to look too shiny and all. I just want it just to be there like as an effect. But yeah, it just depends on your style, but to be honest, don't really over abuse it and just use it when it's necessary. Like when this thing is supposed to glow, then make it glow. If it doesn't supposed to glow, then don't make it glow. And yeah, and it kind of make a shiny effect. I kind of like it. So yeah, so that's how I usually color and how I draw chibi. So thanks for sticking around. This is quite a long video because this is a tutorial and all, but well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope you guys find this useful. I'm sorry if I'm really just stuttering all over my words. It's like 2 a.m. I don't know why I'm recording this at 2 a.m. but yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, click the bell button for notification because YouTube sucks in notifications nowadays. I don't know why. But yes, see you guys next time. For those who still in the winter, do not die in the snow. Yes, as always, I will always say that because I don't know if you still want winter or not. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay away from the crowd, drink lots of water, take care of yourself, and do not die in the snow. Goodbye, and I'll see you guys later.